Your boy is back, and today we are continuing on with the Blink to Ascendant series, using our off-meta builds. Last time we used the Perpetualis auto rifle and had a fun time, and today we're using some other off-meta weapons. Let's go ahead and cover those really quick. First of all, we have this lightweight frame pulse rifle called the Battle Scar. This just came to the game. Honestly, it's a carbon copy of the Jurassic Green from the Halloween event, so if you guys have ever seen that pulse rifle, then you kind of get the gist of it already. Pretty good range on it. Eye of the Storm is probably the best thing here, but a new origin trait with field tested, where after we defeat targets or just deal damage for a while, then it's going to get better range, stability, handling, and reload speed, and honestly, it's pretty useful. And for our special weapon, we are going to be using the 4th Horseman shotgun. This thing is goofy as all heck, but it actually has been buffed lately, and shout out to my pupper person, Torrential Vortex, who told me, go ahead, give the 4th Horseman a try if you want to do these off-meta builds, and I was like, you know what, screw it, I'll go ahead, I'll give it a try, and honestly, this thing was pretty fun. I'll probably use it every now and again in the future, because it was a good time, to be honest with you. It's not as good as some other shotguns, but that's the point of these off-meta builds, is to actually use some funky stuff while we still succeed. All that being said, I think we're ready to go ahead and just hop into this gameplay. Before we do though, Blink Enthusiast Clan, 89 members. I did purge some members earlier today, so if you do want to go ahead and join, it's free to join for anybody. Go to bungie.net or your Destiny 2 mobile app and you can go ahead and join. Just type in Blink Enthusiast, bada bing bada boom, you are in, my boy. If you want to leave a like or subscribe at any point in the video, I would very much appreciate that. It definitely helps. It sends signals to YouTube that you are enjoying, and that can help other people find the video and enjoy it themselves, so that would be a very nice thing for me, and it would really just make my day. All that being said though, I think we are about ready to get in this gameplay, so why don't we go ahead and blink on into it. Honestly, I don't even know what to say about these matches sometimes. This one wasn't the worst thing in the world, and on the whole, as of the day, you'll see what the progress I make, because I did make progress, even using these off-meta loadouts and just having fun. I'm still climbing my way up, so that's good to know. I was sure that I could do it, but as I'm starting to play, I'm like, ooh, it's going to be a bit of a slog, it's going to be a bit of a grind, and I guess that could be some of the fun of it. You see here I have my sword ammo with Eager Edge, so I wanted to blink in twice. Unfortunately, that Vortex nade caught my little ball sack and just pulled me right back in like a hot lady on the beach. So I had to kind of get myself around with the Eager Edge / the first guy, switch my 4th Horseman there. You can see the 4th Horseman can kind of map even in midair right there. It does shoot 2 bullets right there, you see. And that's the thing I kind of noticed. I need to put a scavenger mod on, is one thing I should have done as I was playing. Because 4th Horseman shoots incredibly fast. And when you have the 2 bullets, watch this guy come to me here, I'm out of bullets. Sure, I killed him, and it's actually pretty effective at killing, but the thing is, it's gonna use both bullets all the time. So yeah, that can be a little annoying. But that being said, when you reload after you pick up the ammo and you do have 1 bullet, it still pretty reliably kills with the 1 bullet. Smack this guy here. Again, now I have 1 bullet, picking up the Eager Edge sword so I can use that later in the round. This team was fine. They just were not team peaking, and I said it in team chat. I try to be nice in team chat. I'm trying to be like as little toxicity as I can this season, right? That's kind of one of my other goals, because at the end of last season I was like, screw it, Toxic Roger coming out. So this season I'm trying just to be a little kinder, I suppose, because why not? I just want to like try to have some fun this season, and since I'm trying to play more, I'm trying to just keep a better positive mindset as I do play more. But when I get something like that sword slash that just didn't connect, and I almost didn't get to freaking butter knife his pussy open because Bungie was like, sorry, the completely disgustingly broken auto lock sword is not going to auto lock simply because you decided to name yourself Roger this morning. And I'm like, sir, I didn't pick okay, well, I did pick this name. I'm gonna be honest, I did pick this name, but still, just because that's my name, you shouldn't be able to judge me like that. You can see there's a little loss, unfortunate, and this is kind of what I mean, like these teammates were just not performing. Meanwhile, the enemy team, gets that, and they actually had a really good solo. It's funny because their solo was on top of their team, and I, as a solo, was on top of my team. Now, this clip blew my mind. Okay, watch this. You know those little ball games? Like, if you go to a baseball game, they'll go on the big Jumbotron, and they'll put, like, a little digital ball under, like, a hat, and they'll shuffle the hats around, and then you'll be like, ooh, where's the ball? And then some little kid's in the stand, and if he guesses where the ball is, then he gets a free cup of ice cream, and of course he knows where the ball is, because everybody in the stadium is like, 2, 2, 2, and little Jimmy is like, oh, 2, and then he picks 2, and of course, that's where the ball is, because nobody's gonna lie to a child who's trying to win the ball game in a baseball game. Well, that's what I felt like in this round, when I was wondering how the heck my teammate actually just lost the rift, or the spark, I should say, and let the enemy score. And you can see I go into chat right there, I'm sorry. What the F just happened? How did that just happen? I went and watched the footage back, and my teammate died, and then it didn't drop the rift, or it didn't drop the spark, excuse me. The names for this game mode are so stupid, I just forget them sometimes. It didn't drop the spark where my teammate died in mid-ish. It dropped it like in our base, and then the enemy like spawned in our base on top of the spark and basically just got a free cap. But you can see right here, this is why Blink is so good for capping in Rift. If I'm on your team in Rift, if you ever go play comp, you're like, I want to play some comp today, and then you pog in, right? You're pogging into the match. You see it's Rift, and you're like, ooh, Rift, my favorite. And then you see, oh my God, that's Roger. You might not sound like this, but we're gonna pretend you do. And then I'm sitting there, and I'm going for that spark every single time because I promise you, I will. Just like this, I'm gonna go for the spark. Please, for the love of all that is holy, for the love of Bill Gates' shining asshole, give me the spark, because I want to take it straight into that rift. I will blink in there, I promise you. I swear on my third grandma 3 times removed, I will get that spark in just like this, even if I have to die for it. But please, just give it to your Blink players, because all they want to do is score, and it's so much easier for a Blink player to score than some floating freaky Titan. And you can see I was carrying these guys, but they were helping a good amount, to be honest. They were helping cover the, rift, and they did enough to where it was like, I have teammates, I didn't feel like I was sitting there with no teammates. You can see I smacked that guy, and I smacked the next guy, just with 1 bullet in the mag. So you can see what I mean. Like, yeah, you can actually map pretty good with just 1 bullet in the mag on this 4th Horseman. I actually wanted to super that guy when I flew over him. I went to like throw my Nova Bomb on him, and then when I was flying through midair, I realized, oh, you can't super when you have the spark in your little hands. So that's something that I think I just kind of forgot it. I was being hesitant to walk into this hallway just because it was pretty risky. I blinked up top, and unfortunately I do trade with this guy, but also, okay, my teammate's right on me. We're fine, right? And the answer is, yeah, we were actually, because my teammates clutched up. They killed the guys, they grabbed the rift. I covered him with a nice Nova Bomb, finished off the last guy when he scores, and that's that right there. And that's exactly what you want to see. When your teammates are actually following you up like that, it's just really nice to see, and I really appreciate that. So there you go. Be cool, boys. Here you go. Have some commendations. Super chunks. No offense. I think that said it just went off the screen. But Noah, thank you, boys. You are pogged up. Appreciate the help. That was a good match right there. And you remember when Bungie said in the TWAB, they were like, we are going to make it. Oh, wait, that's not my Bungie voice. This is my Bungie voice. We're going to make it where Rift only happens 1/3 of the time. Yeah, so this was my 3rd Rift match in a row. Don't really know if anyone at Bungie can do more math than 2 + 2, but let me help you guys out next time, because I can finish the freaking algorithms for you. I can compute anything you need to help you figure out that what you can do is just click delete on the file that is Rift in this game mode. You can see right here, my teammate had the spark. I wanted him to cap, so I literally just threw my body in. When you die, you might be able to donate your skeleton to science or your organs to somebody who needs them. If you put that little organ donor thing on your card, let me tell you, baby, that's exactly what I did right there. I was sitting on the side of the road, splayed out because I just got run over by a semi-truck, and I said, my teammate, take these organs. I do not need them anymore. 1 kidney, 2 kidney, 1 heart, 3 stomachs. Don't care. Take it all out of me. It is for you. Take my little pufferfish poison sack. I'm not the Fugu man anymore. I want you to go and win this match. And hey, that's what they did, so you gotta appreciate that. Beginning of this round, you see, we were actually down 4-1 on lives. Me and my teammates got our bussies slapped at the beginning. But I said, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not losing this round. So I clinked it up in there, right? I killed 3 people, and my boys went in. They got another 2, and I was like, boys, I'm so proud of you. This is it. This is synergy right here. Sometimes the only thing your teammates need is just to see you pog off a little bit, and once they see that, they actually start performing better, because they're like, oh, wait, I have a good teammate. He can play well with me. So then you start playing well with them, they start playing well with you, and it's actually pretty dang good. You can see on the left side of my screen here, I actually have Field Test active. One thing I have noticed about Field Test is it's a pretty good origin trait. It doesn't wear off. See how it's not blinking? If you have a perk on the left side of your screen that's going to wear off, something like Kill Clip, it'll be blinking. But this, see how where it says Void Soul Ready, how that's blinking, the same thing as Healing Rift? That's because they have timers on them. Field Test doesn't. So once you get a kill or you start doing a bunch of damage with your gun, which you just do naturally anyways by shooting your gun, then you're going to get Field Test active, and then you have it active for the rest of the round, or until you die at least. So it's actually quite a solid origin trait, and you can see it went to Field Test ×2 right there. And again, that's not going to wear off. So if you can just do a bunch of damage, I don't know how much damage, so apologies for that. It is a very new origin trait, so I don't have the deets on that. But again, it's just very solid that it doesn't wear off, but you get a bunch of boosts for it. And you can see, I really did inspire my teammates, and they started inspiring me, and we just clapped these guys up. Spray the first guy down, missed my shotgun shots here. I was like, ooh, Looney Tunes, boy, we are looking like Bugs Bunny trapped on the ground right now. Elmer Fudd's over here trying to hunt some wabbits, but hey, it's okay because I came with a little Nova Bomb prepared, finished that guy off, kept us up by 1 life, and I was like, alright, we're up by 1 life. I think we can go ahead and secure this pretty easily. Trap a rift down right there, grab clearance, see what kind of booty cheeks we can maybe snap right here. Flying around to the right side because I knew they were probably in their spawn and playing it safe, even though they were down a life. I flew over to my right because I knew that's the only place he could still be peeking from that I had not checked yet. Threw a scatter nade first to do some damage, he backed up from that, and then my teammates went in, and I would keep praising my teammates, but they were actually scumbags and started bagging right here. So no commendations for them. You know, GG's on the Game Boys, but also, like, why are you bagging? They were doing it the whole game, and I never saw the enemies bag a single time. Oh, I also got a gold too from this match, so very good there. I have one more match for you guys here, 2 little clips from that. So while that's coming through, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And again, if you do want to leave me a like or subscribe, I'd very much appreciate that. Just because I'm going to be doing content every single day, double uploads, triple uploads as much as I can this entire month of Lightfall's release and having as much fun with it as I can. If you have any recommendations on guns or any kind of loadouts you want to see me use in this competitive game mode, I don't know why I said it like that. We're going to call it competitive because that's going to be funnier to me. If you want to see me use any kind of funny loadouts in right here, then just go ahead, leave those in the comments or join the Blinkfield Discord server, which I will have linked in the top right and in the description. I'd love to see you in there. That is it for me today, though, so I'm going to let this play out for you guys, and you can just be bewildered by my teammates as much as I was as to how they continuously did not give me the spark. And yeah, I just want you to know, I went into chat 4 different times by this point in the game and typed to this Titan. You're going to see the Titan picks up the spark again. 4 different times I've been in chat by now, and I've said, please, please. I asked politely every time, I was like, please, let me get the spark. I promise you I can get it if you just give me the spark. And the one time we scored is because I blinked right in there and put the, oh, I can't, look at my teammates. Guys, sometimes I really feel like somebody took a bunch of Coke bottles and recycled them. But instead of them coming out as new Coke bottles, they just like came out in human form, but just completely fucking deformed, obviously. And that's the kind of teammates that I get. Those are the people that I get in as my teammates. So yeah, anyways, that's it for me today. Really appreciate you guys, and as always, have a great day, Guardians.